Morning, everybody. Happy Valentine's Day or Wednesday. It's a nice little dreary day out, a little rainy. I got rain last night, pretty good, which is nice. It'll wash all that leftover salt off of everything. Anyway, let's get back to that bathroom and see y'all there. All right, everybody. I didn't get to show you because I don't know, the video didn't record, but this was the crown molding after installation. Obviously, I have to touch up these corners because they are not perfectly square, but they're as tight as I can get them. Some better than others. Anyway, we'll caulk all the way around it, get it prepped for the touch-up paint, fill in these holes and make it look pretty. And then I had a request to pull this out and to grout a little bit more behind these because there's going to be a new vanity here, sink and everything with the cabinet, so it's going to be a little bit smaller, so I'm going to have to get a couple lines over and down. No biggie. And we'll clean up all this film everywhere, silicone all these edges, silicone the floor edge here and up the wall a little bit, behind the toilet, get it all pretty. Let's get to work. Nothing more annoying than when there's a bubble in there caulking. Well, I guess there's a few things more annoying. All right, all caulked and filled. Wait for that to cure and then we can throw some paint on them. Now to the cleaning. Boom, 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 boom. Alright, got it pulled off the wall. This is not gonna be fun. Nothing like working in spaces where your guns can't fit. so dirty back here, I'm going to acetone the whole wall. Get it properly cleaned. Grout's not going to stick to funk. Never going to happen. All right, let's get these last few lines tightened up. Now there's a couple spots that pop through. It's not a big deal. I just go back, scrape them out, fill them back in. It's kind of hard to see sometimes, you know, but once there's a new coat, you're like, oh, I totally missed that. So, c'est la vie. I would love to pull this cabinet out for those thinking. But I really can't because these valves are locked. Like I tried to turn them to shut them off. And I'm not going to open up a can of worms and have to do plumbing also. That's going to be done later down the road anyway. Let's save that for whoever does that. All right, all grouted and sponged, even back there, a few lines down and a few lines over that way. I wasn't gonna bore you with another sponging. All right, let's touch up this trim so it's perfect. You wanna really fill those corners. And tip it, drag out both directions so it looks seamless. Get it in the corner, really dab it in there. Once it's in there, get your bristles straight and just pull. You want those seams to be nice and tight together. And then clean the mirror once you get paint all over it. Get it in there, strike it. There you go. All right, everybody. We are into the siliconing process. Now, I always like to use 100% silicone. That's key, at least in my opinion. Now, again, we're really going to want to clean all the edges. That film never really disappears with the sponge, so you have to go back over it with some. You could probably use Windex. You don't necessarily have to use acetone, being I already acetoned this a bunch of times. But I like doing it this way because I know it works. So you just acetone where it's going to be applied, and then you know it's going to be a perfect surface. Because acetone is an abrasive to an extent, so it does, you know, kind of, it's like a super fine sandpaper. At least porous in a way. So anywho, there's a few things you're going to need. Obviously, you're going to have to open up your tube. And where you cut is determined on how wide your line is going to be. So depending on how I'm doing it, it may be different from how you're going to need to do it. And always take off that tip. So that might be perfect for my needs. We'll see. I'm not going to tape this, I'm just going to go to town. And in case you don't know, silicone always has a seal in here. So you need to puncture that seal. Do it a couple times, typically the one time is never enough. And then you can go to town. And always have a rag. See how slow it's coming out? Not too bad. So we're gonna strike and see how it goes. You can always take it off and continue, but we'll see. Just want a relatively decent solid line. Slow and steady is the key. Always, after you start again, just swipe off the tip of your gun so you're not dragging a bunch of crap through a new line, you know? There you go, there's a line. Now being silicone, silicone's an oil-based, so you're gonna want a bucket of water near you and gloves, like I have on. So you wet your finger, you strike it. You might have to do it a few times. Sometimes you'll get some over. See how the second pass is a little nicer. Actually works a little better without gloves because the gloves add a little wrinkle. Yeah, that's much nicer. So scratch the glove idea, just use your damn finger. Make sure you wet it though. If you don't, the silicone's gonna stick to your finger every time. And if your line's a little off, like this one is, oops, that was bad. Typically add a little more, wet your finger, strike it again. Now I messed up that corner a little bit, but it's nothing I can't fix. With a little blade. And a straight pass. Wet your finger again. Pass. There you go. Not too bad. Not great, but we're not retiring off this job. I am a little OCD, so if something bothers me, I just gotta fix it. I just have to. All right, and we'll start the next line. All right, that's the inside all siliconed, and it's silicone the window. Now we're gonna do the outside here around, not all the way around, but I'm just gonna do a different technique with some tape. I'll show you that. Alrighty, here is the tape method. Now your lines are going to be determined on how far you want them to come out. So realistically, just give your eye what you want to see as for a finished product. I'm going to have it just a little bit over the edge of that tile because the edge of that tile looks like shit anyway. So it's going to be a pretty fat line. All right. So you get one on and make sure it's really on, because if you don't, when you're scoring it, you're just pushing under the tape. There's going to be a little bit of that because the grout lines, and you just can't help it. But do what you can. It's good to use a regular masking tape, not this one. This is for sharp lines and painting or whatever they market it as. But it still works. Just you really gotta squeeze it in. And then now that that one's on, at least as good as I'm gonna get it, you start another one on the opposite side. Again, so it's just more important to keep it straight rather than the thickness. I mean, that's gonna be a thick silicone line, but it's gonna look better this way because it's gonna, bevel, look like a little piece of trim almost. All right, I'll tape all this out and then I'll show you how I get it done. All right, now it's all taped out. This is obviously a different line, so we're gonna have to open this bad boy up to a lot more. Sometimes these are marked. They'll give you measurements. I really want to open it up. Take your tip off because that'll just put a line in the back of your silicone. It'll look like crap. Now we just fill it up
And our #1 striking tool, our finger. But I'm gonna use a different finger. I'm gonna use the thumb this time because that's really gonna make the size line I want rather than a middle or whatever. So let's fill that bad boy in and make her pretty. Again, you're just really gonna pack this in because it needs it. And we don't wanna go back and start filling it again, you know? You don't have to, sometimes you just have to. Wipe your tip off so you can see what direction it is. It gets turned around sometimes and then you end up screwing up the whole damn thing. Now we're going to make sure my thumb's nice and soaked. Start striking. See all that over? Sorry if I'm blocking the camera. You really want to just smear it in. Now the important part is when you're doing this, is that your edges, where the line, where you want your line, where the tape was, you want that to be the thinnest part. Like you're really gonna push down, and if you don't do that, when you take the tape off, there's just gonna be a, you know, kind of a shelf there. It's just not the end of the world, but it just doesn't look as nice. So give it as many passes as you feel it's going to need. And every time you're going to have a big glob, you're going to have to just get off your thumb, your middle finger, or whatever finger you're using. That's pretty good. Corners feel smeared nicely. Again, if there's a little shelf, it's really not the end of the world because we want this to be thick to cover up all that shitty grout that we're not taking out, you know? Let's see how this goes. Come on, tape. Fucking hell. It's all something. See how I'm peeling it so it's going up? You want to stay away from your work because trust me, if anything can mess up, it will. It's a guarantee. So don't give it a reason to. I'm peeling up and away, up and away. Next, the one on the floor is obviously a little easier just because it's straight up and down. All right, let's get up close and look at it. So now you can see it's a pretty straight, solid line. And when that cures, it's, you know, it's going to be pretty solid. So there'll be no issues there, and it's nice and clean from a distance when you're mopping, no issues. All right, on to the next. Going to change this outlet. Do you see something stupid like I do? See that? It's speaker wire. You just can't fix stupid, it's crazy. Yeah, there's a short there somewhere. All right, new switch. Grout's all done. Silicone's looking good. Good, good, good. Got the crown all finished up.
Looking nice. Looking nice. On to the next, everyone. What's up, everybody? Time to go home. Got that bathroom all squared away for what needs to be done now. Silicone and grout. A light switch, finishing up the crown molding. Looks good now. Looks really good. I like the crown molding. Just boom, stands out. Looks good. Look forward to it. It's a rainy day here in New York. Well, Jersey, New York, metropolitan area. Not too shabby. I'm sure I got everything. Hope everyone's having a good day. I had a decent day. Tomorrow I'll be back, maybe half a day or so. Gotta do a little outside work. A little sheetrock patch for the hole the plumber cut open. That should be that. The doors should be coming in tomorrow. We just don't know when. And if they come in, I'll be back here Friday. Then y'all get to watch me install a bunch of expensive ass doors. What are you doing, Amazon? Get out of the way, sir. Yeah, I got some nice raised panel MDF doors. I'm not a fan of MDF. Well, it's not true. I like MDF, medium dense fibers. I like it because as long as you don't get it wet, it stays perfectly straight and sturdy for the most part. I mean, it doesn't hold screws well or stuff like that, but again, if you treat it right and install it right, it'll last and look beautiful. It's just, MDF is heavy fucking material. I can only imagine what those doors weigh. And I'm not changing the frames because this house and the hallways and the rooms, God, what is that sound? It's driving me crazy. In the rooms and the hallway, there's Venetian plaster. If you know anything about that, it's super expensive. And it takes about a week per wall to install. It's no joke. So we don't want to fuck that up. And it's been there for like 20 years and it still looks gorgeous. A couple little chips, nothing you can't touch up. It still looks pretty damn good. So that's that. That is that. Looks good. We don't want to mess it up. And it's like a special color too. It's like a pinkish, like a pearl pink. And look, everything pearl looking for Venetian plaster because that's the finish it has, but it's like a pinkish. It's interesting. I've never done it, so I'm gonna have to learn on the fly how to do it because they're gonna want me to do some patchwork for when we get into the structural stuff. So open it up. Yeah, there's a lot of work here. So we're gonna open up, I told you this, but we're gonna open it up the kitchen so it's a walk-through floor plan rather than walls everywhere. So the light gets through, it looks beautiful. There's gonna be an island in the kitchen, all kinds of fanciness. It's gonna look really nice. Yeah, this is a Greek family. If you know anything about Greeks, they're very family-oriented, very communal, beautiful people. So that's what you want for a house. You want it nice and open and nice. You don't have to shout around corners to talk to somebody. It's gonna be real nice. And she's gonna get I believe it's gonna be like a chevron style wood flooring for the kitchen. That should be interesting. And it comes in, I think it comes in tiles or panels. So I look forward to that. Like I've done parquet flooring before, but I don't know, not quite like that. And it's probably gonna be mahogany or something fancy, like she has in the other part of the house, which looks really nice. Really nice.
And the bedroom will be like that, just straight mahogany rather than chevron. Wow, that's close. Watching this trailer pull cars, and that car just made it under the bridge. Ooh, a little bit of traffic on a rainy day. Hopefully the rain's done with. I have to tarp my truck when it rains because this sunroof, which is not necessarily, it's something I can fix because it's not broken, but the way they made it, Chevy, there's a track in the sunroof that catches the water and drips off through pipes, but when you're on a heavy incline, it just drips over the track and fills your damn car full of water. So smart design there, Chevy. Is what it is. I know how to remedy it. Just cover it up when it rains. It's a cool shot of the city, the clouds and the mist. Oh, my back is killing me today. I woke up feeling horrible. I trained back yesterday, that's why. Apparently I did a good job because man, my middle back is so sore. I'm gonna have to go lay on a foam roller and roll it out when I get home, loosen it up a little bit. Cause it's all messed up. That's a nice Porsche, buddy. Blacked out. It's a Porsche what? 911 Turbo. Fuck yeah. These are cool cars. They burn oil like crazy, but they're cool. They always look nice. That's like a car that doesn't go out of style. Germans did it right that time. Very cool looking. I'd like, if it was mine, I'd like a matte black. I like matte black. Matte black with maybe some crazy tires. Who knows? Who knows? I remember when I played GTA 4 or 5, I forget which one, I think 5. All my cars were matte black with those racing tires on it. It looks so cool. So cool. I wonder how the new one's gonna be. Come on over, buddy, I'll let you come over so I can stare at your beautiful car. It's like all that traffic's going northbound to 95 to Connecticut. Not where I'm going. Y'all have fun sitting across Bronx, the worst expressway in the world. No shoulder to pull off of. You break down, all you do is cause traffic. Whoever designed that must have been an asshole or just not that intelligent. Or an asshole that's not that intelligent. Good combination, I guess. No foresight in that plan, because it is rated the worst in the whole country, which is crazy, right? That's pathetic, actually, but it is what it is. Here's what it is, folks. I'm gonna take a day off soon. I don't know about soon, but in a week or so. I'm gonna go on a bike ride into the city, I think, or something fun, something different. Can't work all the time, it just beats you down, you know? I mean, could work all the time, but why? Life's short. Holy Toledo, Kia, you're going freaking 10 miles an hour around the corner. Well, come on now. Your truck's not gonna fall apart. Your SUV, excuse me. There you go. Ah, the Porsche's behind me now. Fancy push. This guy's hitting his brake when he's about to merge onto a parkway. Come on, baby. You can do it. Get your fucking gas pedal. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Here. It's gonna be fun. I look forward to this, finishing this. Like, we're jumping around in this job site too much. I mean, it's not my fault. I'm not ordering the parts, so I just kind of have to wait and do what I can. It's all good. It's all good. Sometimes you have to do that if the planning wasn't done right. If I was doing the planning, it would have been a little better for me, at least. I don't know about right. It would have been a little better for me. But that's life. You just roll with the punches. It's not all kitty cats and puppy dogs at times. Sometimes it's barracudas and shotguns. We'll make it work. I look forward to doing the kitchen though. That should be fun. I like doing kitchens. Since both bathrooms are basically done now. You jump in front of me, asshole? Of course you are. There you go, you prick. Ooh, I love those new Chevy Tahoes. They look so nice. The new Cadillacs look awesome also. So fucking nice. Except the fact that each taillight costs like $1,000. It's absurd. It's a strip of LEDs and fucking, what the fuck? When the hell did LEDs become so expensive? I think they're just trying to rip people off, like usual. I'm good. My truck takes a freaking $2 light bulb for the tail light. I don't need no $1,000 tail light. I'm good. Okay, let me get around here, buddy. Driving slow as dirt. Blacked out windows. They look nice though. Bet you they won't shake. Shake, shake, shake. What do you guys think about the content, huh? Any ideas, any feedback? I'm interested. I know they're not all exciting. Trust me, I know I'm doing the work. I'm trying to make it exciting for you if I can, but still keep it bloggy, you know? It's not like my art projects where I want to do the music and the fade in and out scenes and all that stuff. Like where it doesn't take me 2.5, 3 hours to edit something. Some of those did, you know. I'm very hard on myself. So if I don't like something, I'll cut a whole. I've made really cool scenes and I just cut the whole thing out because there's one little thing I didn't like. I just can't help it. If I don't like it, I'm not going to leave it. I'm just not going to do it. I can't. And if I did, I'd be going against my nature, and I'm not going to do that. I'm not perfect, but I'm not going to change who I am. At least not be true to myself. If I feel it's wrong, it's wrong. Period. Period. There's no negotiating. If you start negotiating with yourself, you're already on a wrong foot. You know, you're missing the mark already. You're trying to. It's like when you don't want to go to the gym, you just start making excuses. I'll go tomorrow instead. The sun was in my eyes. It's not the way to do it, man. Just go do it. Sacrifice work. Sacrifice first, pleasure later. Simple rules, but they just really help you in life. Discipline it's key. It's key to everything. That's why Saturn is a great teacher. It's all about discipline and karma. But again, they're interlinked, you know. With discipline, you get better. You don't have you have less karmic debt with discipline. If you have a life of pleasure all the time, you're stacking karmic debt because you're building kind of a time bomb later in life. A heart attack, a stroke, fatty liver, whatever. It adds up. And that's just the physical. There's other levels to this shit. But, you know, we're all works in progress and process, so do the best we can and not beat ourselves up too much. And definitely don't let shit slide too much, you know. I know I can fall into that sometimes. It doesn't really matter. It does. It does. It all matters. Everything matters. Now if you let it bother you, I guess that's a little different.
try not to let anything bother me, but things still bother me. My skin is made of Kevlar, not diamond. Some things will still get through to me. Like I just lost a follower. Awesome, you didn't belong here. Doesn't bother me. And obviously I want more followers, that's cool. I want a community. People with like-mindedness, get along and shoot the shit and enjoy each other's company. Again, if you leave, you didn't belong here. Something about me rubbed you the wrong way. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm sure I wouldn't like you either. Ain't nothing wrong with it, baby. Some of my closest people, we do not get along at all with certain things. But we accept each other for who we are. Right? That's what friends do. Friends and family. You accept the faults of people and you live with them and trying to help them as they help you. We're all helping each other grow here. At least that's the way I see it. Sometimes it's just that one off-the-cuff comment your friend says that just fucking hits a light switch in your brain. You're like, wow, yeah. And it just sticks with you for years. Or something you hear in a movie sometimes, just randomly, like, wow, that's deep. I love stuff like that. That's what life's about, man. I like the deep, the important, the philosophical, psychological. I like it all, man. I like it all. Already home. It's only 3:32. I like that too. Blocking my driveway, buddy. Fucking deja vu from yesterday. I'm not quite blocking it, but I'm sure you'll see when I start backing in. Do 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 do. There we go. Make sure we hit my block. There we go. All right, folks. Hope you had a great day. Hope you enjoyed the little bit I showed you. Anyway, have a great day. See you tomorrow. Peace.